Gentlemen, the Honcho is getting a full portal 6x6x6 kit by Vidavon. Let's get to the table. Here we are. Now this rear steer axle is going to become the center axle. And that happens with this piece right here. You see the pinion gear, all that stuff. This goes right on top of this. So you can actually use this and convert any SCX6 to 6x6. You don't have to have portals. You don't have to have steering. You can do it with straight axles. Same with this one right here. This is already locked out. I have a servo mount to go on top of this, so everything will be good to go there. But this right here, wow. And supposedly this part, or this part right here, goes on and off pretty easy. It just simply bolts up right there, and then you can take the drive shaft loose and you're all set, right? So what I'll do is I'll put a servo plug over here, so I can just simply plug and play, take it in and out. So I can have a 4-wheel steer Honcho, simple and easy. It will have this poking out of it, but that's not a problem. And I'll have 6x6. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the front because that's already done. The front was a simple bolt-in procedure. We've seen that multiple times on this channel, on everybody else's channel. Simple, easy bolt-in, so I simply got that part done. The rear or center axle, now steering axle, is just a simple bolt-in. Nice, simple, and easy. So I'm going to go ahead and bolt that in. I'm not going to put the servo in yet. That'll come a little bit later. Beast 2000 servos by Reese is what's going in it. So I'm going to go ahead and prep this with the output and go ahead and put this in. Take a break from that. I want to show you guys the new differentials for these axles. Yeah, he actually makes differentials. And honestly, I'm kind of thinking about putting a set of these on my bouncer. Just kind of mix a little bit of million weight diff oil with earplugs. So there's some kind of a give to it, but not a whole lot. You don't want it to give a lot, but this would make a much smoother running bouncer. And this is what you end up with right here. So yeah, your drive shaft comes in, you drive right here, okay? This drives your truck. This right here drives the drive shaft, this piece right here, and that runs to the center axle, to the rear axle. That goes into there. Now the rearmost axle has to be reverse rotation because of the way the pinion gear drives it and all that. And this right here gets it. It looks like we can flip the diff in this, one side or the other. I'm going to open this up. Let's find out. Yep, you sure can. And I want to point something out. The way this is set up, where you can flip the gear, steer it, you could actually build a 8x8x8, a 16x16x16 if you want. You can go as far as you could ever possibly want. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get this swapped in and just be done here in just a second. Simple, easy bolt-in procedure. Put your servo in place so that you know where your mounts are going to be. Lock everything down. The Beast 2000, let's go ahead and talk about this. This servo is a monster of a servo. And each servo is direct powered, JST. Do not use a single JST into like a triple JST splitter. This servo can stress this plug. So direct power 3 JSTs out to feed this servo. Or 1 per servo, because this truck now has 3 Beast 2000s on it. Well, not yet, but at this point in time, it's a 4-wheel steer Honcho. I mean, it is a 4-wheel steer Honcho at this point in time. And we are going to see this. Just so you know, I'm going to run this 4-wheel steer without the rear attachment. So long as it attaches, comes in and out easily like it's supposed to. And now we're at the part where everything goes together. I'm going to go ahead and take these right back out, take this piece completely loose, and then we start getting into putting this onto here. Be careful when you take that loose, or you'll end up doing like what I just did. Rip those two wires right out. Pretty sure I can do some soldering and put them back in there, but this isn't going back in this position anyway. So this may go to lights for the other bumper. To make this as simple as I possibly can for video purposes, okay, and you may have to do this anyway, I'm going to go ahead and take all these bolts out right here. This way I can take this plate off and bolt that directly to here, just like that, and that's on both sides, and then everything should go together. So this piece right here goes over top of that, just like that. Using bolts provided in the kit, you put this on right here. I'm going to go ahead and get the other side put on so we can match this up. You're going to end up with this right here. These two plates put on the frame just like this. And just so you know, you are replacing the countersunk bolt with a regular bolt, just like that right there. Time to put this into this. And that is actually in a pocket, that bar right there. So these bars are both in pockets, so they're not just going to come flying loose. Now the chassis is loose inside of there, so we're going to have to push that, make that go in. So we can do here. There we go. All right, now we get the bolts to line up, and it looks like we're pretty darn good on that. But I'm going to go and get the bolts put back in and set this up. My gird. This takes things to an entirely new level. Wow. Wow. Oh my God. This is ridiculous. And here we go. Now, I can adjust these right here, the little adjust for turnbuckles to adjust the tracking on it. The front. It's all there. The setup is actually pretty neat. 4-wheel steering, mixing right here. We're on type 3. You can pick type 4 if you want. That adds a rear steer option. I'm not after that one. So we got the 3. And you can push the buttons here, here, and here and change it. Let's see, we go this button right here. See that little arrow went over here? So you can see what you've got going on here. So 4 steering channel 1, 4 steering channel 2. I've got that set as channel 4 because channel 3 is set up for my shifter. Yes, you can use other channels. And then you got right here, front rate, rear mix rate. Not worried about any of that. Front PS5. That would be the button here. Rear PS4 or reverse PS4. That would be, I'm assuming right here. I'm getting old, hard to see these things. Then the same as PS1, that's right here. Real quick before I put the body on. Wow. As far as lifting the body goes, this does get in the way of a full lift, you know, as far as like flipping it all the way back. But I do have access to everything. So, and yeah, you kind of got to spread the frame, this to fit over here just by design. But you know what? It's on, getting close. Although not for the first run, I do have the brass right here. Yeah, this is a lot of weight of brass and the portal underdrive gears, 1917 or 1719. What I'll do is I'll leave the 1818 up front and I'll put the 1719 in the back. This way I'm just simply underdriving the back just a little bit without going too wild up front as far as like doing both of them together. Well guys, there you go. That was my install. The parts, pieces went together beautifully. This is beyond my expectations. If there's one thing about Arthur at Vidavon, he will step out of that box and create a new one, won't he? I would like to see some kind of a new bed go across this thing and flip the whole thing up, but that's something for later. Right now, this is as close as it's going to get up here under the rack because, well, this is about it. Anyway, guys, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Stay tuned. The drive is coming up soon, and we're going to see what this thing can do. Guys, check that description. Use those links. Hit that subscribe and ring that bell because you're awesome. Yeah, and you know what to do, right? Anyway, guys, check that out. Guys, I want you to have a great day and stay tuned. Drive's coming up soon.
If you're still watching, you are top shelf. You are the cream of the crop, the pick of the litter. You are phenomenal. Thank you for watching to the end of the video. It means a lot to me. Now, down below, there are links for the products you see. Also for channel memberships, if you guys want to be a part. Channel members get early viewing on pretty much everything that I can. So, guys, check that description. There's a lot of info down there. Thank you all for watching.